Hi, my name is Jean and this is my channel Learn with Jean. In today's video, I'm excited to give you a long overdue update on Descript's newest improvements and upgrades. So if you have been following my channel, you have seen that I put out a lot of videos on Descript, and now I'm going to have to update those videos because a lot has changed for the better. Now, with change does come a little pain because there is some learning curve and adjustment, even for me, to get adapted and accustomed to the new layout, but it's all for good. I tell you, once you get used to this new layout and you get used to the way things are, you'll see that it is for the better. But it does take some time to get used to the new navigation, where everything is. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to share with you some of the AI features that will really make video production, content creation so much easier, faster, and powerful. So the first update, which I will show you, is that there is a whole new layout to the drive. This is because it's easier to find what you need to decide whether you want to add captions, whether you want to create social clips. It's just easier to start your first project and set up from a blank canvas. It gives you a little bit of a direction into, do you want to start a podcast? Do you want to use AI voice? Do you want to create an avatar? Do you want to use an avatar? And so the idea of this new layout in the drive is really supposed to make getting started much faster, easier, and more accessible for anyone who has never used Descript before. The second improvement is to the AI avatars. You have seen that AI is everywhere, and now Descript has included that into the feature. So if you're looking to get started as a content creator, podcaster, YouTuber, or social media content creator, you can take advantage of the stock voices and avatars. Now, this is great because some of us are new to showing ourselves on camera, or maybe we don't want people to know that we are content creators. We want to keep anonymous and we want to keep a low profile. We don't necessarily want people on our jobs and spaces and neighbors to know this is what we're doing on the side for whatever reason. It's all good. The idea is that you can choose an avatar, and if you're not comfortable talking and recording your voice, then you have AI voices to choose from. The cool thing about the avatars is that there's a wide range of avatars, genders, skin tones, and age to reflect the wide variety and diversity that we have in our world. I can tell you, having started using Descript a few years ago to now using it again, I have seen the improvements in the AI voice. One of the biggest distinction is that the tone and the variation in terms of adult, like whether it's like adult male or adult female, whether it's young or old, corporate or laid back kind of casual voice style, has been incorporated in some of the stock voices. You get a lot more choices, and even I'll show you later in a future video how generating an AI avatar project is really simple and it sounds a little bit less robotic than it was when I first started using Descript. So I can definitely say the AI stock voices and the AI avatars have really undergone a major improvement. It sounds less robotic. It still has some ways to go. It's not perfect, but if you're looking to get started and explore the AI world, this is a great feature and it's really easy to use. I will warn you that when you're trying to generate AI voice for content, it will take some time, so you will have to be patient because you write the script and you start assigning the avatar and the character voice to it doesn't mean your project is ready in 2 minutes. It still is a process of rendering and putting the project together. But I will tell you, you will definitely love it. I've seen the major improvements. Now, I don't have a sample to show you because it was a client project, but I can definitely tell the difference from when I first started using it to now. AI is only getting better and better. The next improvement is to the screen recorder. Many of you, like me, are using it for screen recording, for client projects, for collaboration, or demo videos. The screen recorder is much easier to use from the desktop versus the web application. Now, you can still navigate and take advantage of the screen recorder from the web, but if you're looking to use it from the desktop, I will show you how much simpler this is. How much simpler it is to start your screen recording, to select the multiple tabs that you have going on, and to It's much easier to select the multiple tabs that you have, even from also different windows. Like for me, one of the biggest challenges initially was that I have an external monitor. And so sometimes in the beginning, it was challenging to identify. In the beginning, it was challenging for Descript when I'm doing a screen recorder to know which monitor I'm using, because I would select the screen too wide and it would go into my second monitor rather than my laptop. And so now that has improved. You can see that you can choose from whether you're using the laptop monitor or laptop versus your second monitor, and which tab and or window that you can select from to record your screen recording project. And then lastly, there's a lot of improvements if you are a podcaster. Podcasts are still popular. It's all about the kind of content you create and the unique audience and the voice that you bring to your project. But most importantly, if you are a podcaster, Descript, most importantly, if you are a podcaster, Descript makes it really easy to draft show notes, to collaborate, to summarize, and to brainstorm. And so this makes it easier to not only record, edit, but also launch and publish your podcast to different platforms. So those are a few of the key updates, and then I'll show you. And then please come back next week and check out my video on how you can use AI avatars and AI voices to build content in Descript. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. If you would like to take advantage of the AI speaker and AI avatars, this is what it looks like. Every time you open Descript, every time you go to your home and you go to New Project, and you click on Video Project, you can see this Create with AI Speaker. You'll click on that, and then we can look at some of the voices. I'm not going to go through all 13 of these voices, but I'll just show you these with different tones and different personalities so that you have a sense of which personality would match your project. So let's take a look at Elizabeth. She's supposed to be a conversational adult and has a soothing and feminine type of voice.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important. Capture the good times, develop from the next.
So very laid back, chill. And let's check out Grace, who's supposed to be like a young creator, influencer type, and see how she sounds.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important.
And you can see Grace as a voice is really leaning more into this Gen Z kind of creator, younger, very casual but feminine voice. And then they also have a British voice in here. So let's check out Imogen.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important. Capture the good times. Develop.
So now that you've seen some examples of the different types of voices, whoever you choose, you just click on Choose Speaker. And then this is where you'll choose from a range of avatars in their gallery. AI avatars has become a big thing. You see it on Facebook, you see it on social media. Let's just pick this guy as an example. If you want to use him as an avatar, you just choose the one you like and then click on Assign Avatar and wait for it to load. And now that it's loading, we chose Grace, but we chose a male avatar. So we may want to change the voice and look for a male voice because the avatar was a male. So let's check out Edward.
Life is like a camera.
Maybe Edward matches the one that we just chose. And then this is where you just start typing in your project and say, hi, I am Edward, and I'm an AI created voice and persona. And then once you're done, you click on Done Writing, and then this will allow them to generate the AI speech for your project. And it does take some time, so I'm only going to use a very small script as a testing point to show you. So now you see that Edward, the personality that I chose, shows up, and you see the little script that I have generated. And also it says here, avatars take time to generate for lip syncing, and any script edits will require regeneration. So always be patient and know that with AI, there is a time that it takes to render. Now let's just play it so that you can see.
Hi, I'm Edward and am an AI created voice and persona.
So we've assigned this avatar to this script, and if you would like to use a different avatar in another project, you can. So that's one example of the newest AI features. Now I'm going to go back to the main layout when you open up Descript. So instead of the blank canvas that was appearing before, they've changed the layout so that it's, as I've said, much easier and quicker to get started. Do you want to edit your video, make a podcast, create social clips, transcribe a existing YouTube video, translate your video into different languages, add captions, clean up your audio, and the fix eye contact? I'll just tell you that the fix eye contact and audio cleaning, those are the AI features. So there is a studio sound that really enhances your audio project. And then the fix eye contact can detect whether you're not looking at the camera and automatically change that for you. The other feature that I talked about is the new layout. And I think this will be much easier to get started, and it's a lot faster to navigate to your different projects. And then you can choose between a new project, or if you just want to start recording an audio or video, you can always go back to clicking record, and they give you different options. And this is where you'll see that you can record a camera, you can just do a screen, audio only, and then you can record with others. Think about like a virtual podcast, what they call Descript rooms. So you can do like a virtual podcast with a bunch of other folks remotely. So it's like remote podcast recording. And there's a lot of ways that you can leverage drafting show notes to prepare for this virtual remote podcast and to collaborate and to publish your podcast to different platforms. So that is an overview of this new layout.